We sometimes think that poverty is only being hungry, naked, or homeless, but the real poverty is being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for. And we have to find a remedy within our own homes to fix that kind of poverty. That's a direct quote from Mother Teresa. And hi, my name is Kelly Rowling, and today I'm going to be informing you guys about poverty in America. But first, we need to understand what poverty really is. So the internet defines poverty as a human condition of being unable to provide food and water and or shelter for your family or yourself. Now that's what the internet defines it as, but people that live in this poverty every single day, and this is a daily struggle for them, describe it in two ways. They say that scarcity plays a major role in it. And scarcity is whenever you just have a shortage of whether it be food, water, clothing, or you're scrambling to find a place to stay every night, then that's what scarcity is. And then they're also lacking economically, so they're not making enough income to support themselves or their family. Now the effects of poverty can come from malnutrition, child abuse, or diseases because if you're not eating enough and you're malnourished, then your immune system is going to be weakened. So tuberculosis, malaria spreads rapidly throughout these poverty-stricken communities. And now if a child is being abused and they're probably being neglected, they can be abused physically, sexually, mentally, and neglect. And so if a child is being neglected, then unfortunately the parent is probably not focused on getting their child to school every day. And so if a child isn't getting to school, then they're going to be lacking majorly in education and social skills, and that's going to carry with them all throughout their life, even into the workforce. And so if they're unable to get a job and make income, then they're just going to stay within that poverty community. And so if they're not getting a job, they're just going to stay there, and then they're going to start a family, and then their kids are going to have a hard time doing it, and they're going to stay within the poverty community as well. And now another cause of poverty can be natural disaster. So whether it be an earthquake, hurricane, tsunami, typhoon, anything that may come and just wreck your community. Now think about your community at home. Say if a tornado comes through and totally levels out the ground and destroys everything, then you will have nothing left. And so that's whenever poverty is going to start. People are going to be scrambling to find food and rationing food, and then eventually it's just going to go away, and there's not going to be enough left. And now next, I want to talk about poverty rates. So the poverty rate in America as of 2018 is 12.3%. And that's actually lower than what it was in 2017, which was 13.4%. And that's even lower than what it was in 2016, which is 14%. So the poverty rate in America is decreasing, which is always a good thing, but poverty will never go away. It's inevitable. It's always going to be here. And so the federal government has established an annual income for a family of 4, which is your average family in America. It's going to be $28,000 for your annual income. Now, a family of 4 simply cannot live off of $28,000. It cannot happen. And so if you're a college student and you're fresh out of college and you just got a job and your starting pay is $28,000, which is unlikely, but if it is, then you're going to be more well off because you're only supporting yourself and not an entire family. And now 1 in every 8 Americans is dealing with hunger, which is a serious issue in America. So we must fix that. And now the city with the lowest poverty rate in America is McAllen-Edinburg Mission, Texas. Now this area of Texas, they have a 30% poverty rate, only in that one area. Their employment rate is 7.4%, and the median household income is $37,000 a year. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's not even $10,000 more than what the federal income rate is for poverty. And now just for reference, my hometown of Newnan, Georgia, the median income rate is $53,000. And that's quite a bit more than what the $37,000 a year is. And so ways that we can end poverty and poverty rates can go down. Now unfortunately this revolves much around the government, but we can always push and just see if we can get them to just make the poverty rates go down. And so one way is to create jobs. And so obviously if there's more jobs, more people can make money. Raise the minimum wage. If somebody is making more money, then they might even be motivated to go to work and make money for their family, and so they're going to have a bigger annual income. Supporting equal pay. That's a major one, because if a single mom is living in a poverty-stricken home with her family, she could be making more money, the same as a man could, and be providing for her family more. Another way is to provide paid leave and sick days. So if you're out of work and you're sick, then there might be a cap. So you can only be out of work for 7 days before you have to come back, or your paid leave stops. So if we extend that, if somebody is seriously sick, they may need 14 days or even 30 days. And so that is just another way that we can help the poverty rates go down in America. And then another way is affordable childcare. So that plays a major role because daycares are expensive. And so if you have to take your kid to daycare every day, that's $200 or $300 a week, or even more if you have more kids. So that's just another way that can go down in America. So I hope that this video was informative for you guys, and you can take this information with you everywhere and just realize how grateful you are and understand that people are going through this every single day. So thank you for your time.